We're seeing a transformation of the Democratic Party. And what the debate within the Democratic Party is about, it's not only about ideology. I want to see billionaires start paying their fair share of taxes. I believe, as progressives do, that healthcare is a human right. We need Medicare for all. We are growing the voter universe, bringing people in who have been disenchanted and not participating.
The Michigan Senate race still too close to call, but Bernie Sanders says these far-left wins prove where the country is headed. And next Tuesday, Democrat socialists face a huge test in Wisconsin, where their leading candidate for governor is taking heat for her push to cancel Thanksgiving. Listen.
Do you still believe that Thanksgiving should be canceled?
I'm a chef, and one of the first meals that I made that was for the community when I was 16 was a Thanksgiving meal. But Thanksgiving is also a time that's incredibly painful for many people in our communities.
Former Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin joins us now. Governor, so great to see you this morning. Thanks for joining. You know, as the former governor of the state that held America's first Thanksgiving, what do you think of this?
Well, I think it's just a shocking admission that the Democrat Party is in a battle for its soul.
Yeah.
And we see in Michigan, while El Sayed has not been declared the winner, he is winning. And Francesca Hong is winning in the Wisconsin primary race. We'll see the results of that next Tuesday. But let's be clear, this is the Socialist Party of America, and they are standing for ideas that are crazy: defunding police, defunding the Department of War, letting everybody out of our prisons and getting rid of our prisons, getting rid of the presidency, the Senate. I mean, this is crazy stuff. And I think we all should step back for a minute for a big wake-up call, not just the Democratic Party, but Americans, and recognize that this election cycle will be a moment for us to stand together, not as Republicans versus Democrats, but as Americans against socialism. And we have got to get out and make sure that we defeat this insurgency of socialist ideas in America today and stand for the future of America, as I know it in Virginia. Listen, Virginia was where Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, and we know that we have rights that have been granted to us by an almighty God, and we've got to stand for this on a go-forward basis, and these ideas coming out of the socialists are crazy.
You know, there are a lot of echoes between the Tea Party movement back in 2010 and 2008, 2010, and what is going on, you know, that went on inside the Republican Party and the Democrat, and what's going on right now inside the Democrat Party. It's a rage against the machine, a rage against the establishment. But what are the obvious differences?
Well, let me just begin with one of the big differences is there's no such thing as a moderate Democrat today.
Yeah.
And what the DSA has done is pulled every Democrat left. I mean, listen, we saw it in Virginia, Charlie. We saw that Abigail Spanberger campaigned as a moderate, and the second she got into office, she moved far left and imposed real left-wing policies on the Commonwealth of Virginia. And that is the big difference, which is what's happening in the DSA is pulling the entire Democrat Party that direction. And I think Americans need to stand up and battle against this, as I said, not just as Republicans, but as Americans. And this is the big difference. We're watching a socialist insurgency into America, and we've got to stand against it because it is truly un-American.
Yeah, it's been an extraordinary bait and switch where you have Spanberger running as a true moderate and then governing like the crazy left. It's sort of extraordinary. You, however, a huge part of what got you elected got elected to the governor was your understanding of the issues facing parents and their loss of power over schools. You've launched a new group called Empowering America's Parents. Tell us about the group and why you launched it.
Well, a big part of President Trump's Working Families Tax Cut Act are the education freedom tax credits. And these tax credits unlock school choice virtually on a universal basis across the country. And these tax credits not only allow private donations to be paired with a federal tax credit to provide scholarships for tuition, but also for tutoring, for services to students with developmental disabilities, for supplies and transportation. I mean, this is almost universal school choice for the entire country. The big caveat is that governors have to opt into this. Right. And we have seen Republican governors opt in across the board and far left governors not opt in. And they're not opting in purely for political reasons. And this is not fair for parents and families and children across the country. And so we're standing up, making sure that Americans understand that these federally funded tax credits, which take no money away from a state education fund, provide these scholarships for a variety of uses that include students who are in public schools, are available, but their governors have to opt in. And that's why we're saying to all governors, opt into the education freedom tax credit and stand with families and stand against politics.
It's the biggest fairness issue that matters to voters out there. Governor Glenn Youngkin, thank you so much for joining us.
Great, thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.